Yo, we back like South Crack, man. This is Late Night with Sharif. I'm Sharif, and I got a special guest tonight, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. To my right is
What's good, family? It's your boy Cadence.
Cadence. What's up, man?
And what's happening with it, baby?
Yeah, man. That's my stepson name too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Cadence, yeah.
That's what's up.
He a good kid. He used to be bad as hell.
We all had that bug.
But yeah, man, first off, man, I want to say, man, welcome to Live Oak, man. We go ahead and make an announcement, man.
Appreciate
Yeah,
you,
man.
Appreciate
Live
you.
Oak Management, Carolina Royalty, man. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready to do a lot of big stuff, man. We glad that you, man, you was willing to partner with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We really appreciate that, man. So, like, man, just shout out to people, let them know, you know what I'm saying, where you from.
Man, you know, I'm from the country, but I'm a little country boy, man. Swansea, South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? About 30 minutes outside of Columbia,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Sharon Church Road.
Yes, sir. You know, 321 all day.
321.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir.
Love Swansea, got out there, you know, left in 2018, but, you know, Swansea was my home from 2008 to 2017,
For sure.
18, somewhere around there, a little bit.
For
like,
sure.
Used to live on Sharon Church Road, man. So how's it is like living? Like I know what my experience was in Swansea, like it was as an adult. How was your experience in Swansea, like growing up?
Man, close knit. And you know, everybody in the neighborhood, family. You know, out in the rural areas.
Right.
We ain't had much, you know, so we had to make do what we had, bro.
Right.
You know, make do what we had.
That's what's up. So you just trail riding and Southern Soul ain't nothing new to you.
Nah, it ain't nothing new.
Yeah,
man, you know
y'all
what I'm saying? We been riding 4-wheelers and dirt bikes and dune buggies all our life, man.
All
you know what I'm
life,
saying?
Okay.
Tried a horse, but I ain't.
That's what's up, man.
Ain't doing the horse.
So you graduated from Swansea High?
Yes, sir. 2004.
All right, class
Yeah,
of
man.
04.
You know it.
Damn, I feel old. I graduated in 95. Dang, so you about 37, 38.
30, about to be 40.
About to be 40,
Yeah,
okay.
about to be
Yeah,
40.
my math on.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
My
what's
brother
up.
graduated 95. Y'all about the same age.
Yeah. I graduated in 95. Yeah. This our 30-year reunion, so it's kind of,
Oh yeah.
it's like, okay, man, we made it far. A lot of people gone. I hate to see the, like, what they call it, the memorial.
Yeah.
I hate to see that, man. A lot of people gone, man,
Yeah.
but that was in our class, but you know what I mean? It's 30 years make you feel accomplished and make you feel old at the same
At the
time.
same
Like
time,
you ain't got long. Better get your stuff together and everything.
Man. We lost a couple, but
Yeah.
like I know that feeling. So
Yeah. But that's getting old. That's why I'm back on this journey, man, with music and stuff and everything like that, because I didn't get a chance to complete it, and I feel like I'm on my deathbed. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be like the only regret that I didn't try this thing one last time. You know what I'm saying?
That.
So
I feel that.
how did you start out in music?
Man, I started out, man. I'm a church boy, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Started out on the drums. You know what I'm saying? Mama dragging me to church every week. Got into beat making. I've been a band dork all my life.
All right.
And my cousin actually, Spartan, he put me on to, you know what I'm saying, hey man, we need you to make some beats, at least try. And,
Right.
man, started that and just fell in love with it, man.
So you started out making beats.
Started out making beats, bro.
So man, you got, I know a lot of beat makers that you know what I mean, they try rapping, but you know, they don't have it like that. Where you get all them lyrics from and stuff to beat?
Nerd, man.
Yeah, like
nerd, bro.
Yeah. I like that.
All, man, coming up, bro. Just being in books and, you know what I'm saying?
Knowing stuff.
Yeah, just knowing stuff, bro.
Taking
Like,
serious life.
yeah. And really, bro, like,
Mm.
I wasn't into the rapping side. Like,
Right.
you know, it was just one night, Friday night, my cousin's studio. He was like, "Oh nah, man, you gonna rap
Yeah.
something for me?"
Yeah,
and you know what I'm
okay.
saying? It just
And it just
went
flowed.
from there. It just went from there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I like putting words together. English was my joint in school, so
Right.
I like putting words together, and you know,
Dang, but we got a similar process. I was in the band, but I wasn't on no drums or nothing like
Word.
that. My stepfather had me on like a trombone.
okay, I played that too.
You played that too?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
It's probably about the easiest instrument.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It
you
is.
know what I mean?
It is.
But shit, I didn't like it. I ain't like toting around, kids picking at me and stuff. So I just kind of like, man, I was like, man, I don't want to play this thing.
You know, down south, man. Halftime is game time.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
halftime is game time.
Halftime is game
Yeah,
time, man.
But yeah, but one thing when I was in the band is that I knew I wanted to rap though.
Word.
And like so, the kids that we get at the high school, man, the football games, man, we ain't even paying attention to the football game. We had a little cipher going on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I was at lunchtime, bro.
we had some good ones at lunch now.
Oh yeah.
But them football games was good too, cause most of like from Swansea, you gonna play like teams that's close to you, and you gonna know them too. You know, cause they probably lived in your town before. Family and stuff like North, and you know what I mean, and I know a little bit about that, like it was HKT.
Yeah.
So you may be done they come to play, but you know it's a rap over there,
for sure,
or whatever, and they join in with us too. So football games used to be a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
The rap on have a bigger audience than like what I'm saying, like than the lunchroom where they just you get a little loud. Hey, I gotta get away from you.
All right, gotta go.
Yeah. But yeah, man. So who was like your earlier, like with the beat making and stuff? Like who was like some of your influences?
Man, I'm an R&B dude, so it's like, of course, I was sheltered a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really able to listen to a lot of rap music and R&B and stuff like that. But getting into it, man, it's just I think I fell in love with. When I found out who it was, I fell in love with Timbaland style. Right. Then I found out who JD was, and started following all the Outkast producers and stuff like that.
Right.
Because my brother was the biggest Outkast fan.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, me too.
And so just listening to that and like just how pitch arrangement and just cadence switches and all kind of stuff, bro. It's just like I fell in love with it. In totality, right? And being on the band edge and watching how notes come together and the arrangement part of it and stuff like that. So it helped a lot. Yeah,
I started out with JD and Rico Wade too.
Yeah,
because like I lived in Atlanta in my late teenage. I went to high school. I went Conway High School, Conway. I went there 9th grade and part of 10th grade. The rest of my years I was in Georgia. The rest of the school.
Okay.
So when we was coming up in school, 94, 95, 93, 94, 95, them dudes was like JD and Rico Wade. They was like bringing a new sound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, that I had and stuff. So
for sure.
Yeah. So that's how I started. Those were my first favorite producers. And so like, who was your like rap influences?
Man, rap influence, man.
Yeah.
I would say like being sheltered like before, it was definitely Outkast, because that was the first like legit Outkast and Tupac, and those were like the first people I've heard in rap, right? You know what I'm saying, and didn't have to worry about getting my head bust because my brother tapes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So everything is basically musically influenced off my brother, and he don't know that, but
that's pretty deep.
Yeah, man.
That's pretty deep. So, you know what I mean? So, you got your early influence and stuff. Like, when did you really know you was, like, really good? Like, you know what I mean? Like, was it early or, was it your late 20s?
I ain't even gonna lie to you about that, bro. It had to be late 20s. Okay. It was always for fun. You know what I'm saying? I would write. I would always write. Yeah. It was always for fun. Now, it's how it is. Your personal music, you don't want people to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You don't want to hear.
Yeah. So and then, just got around, the right people, and they started, helping me and molding me and teaching me the ins and outs of the thing. Right, it just blossomed from there.
Right. Now you said something I wanted the audience to touch on, because it's the difference between the old school and new school, and I think it's the first time I've heard somebody say that on here. And I want to point what you just said out to the audience, is that you said that you were right, but you didn't want it to get out.
Right.
So like everybody now, they want the music out, right?
Right.
And even I want the music out now. But you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, let's go. But what people don't understand is back in them days, it took a lot to make a record.
Yes.
So, you know what I mean? It was costly. Studio was costly, you had to, do a lot to make it, to press it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you could be holding on to a song that's real good and you don't want to recite it in front of a whole lot of people because they could take the song and then they may have the money and then you wind up listening to which something that you already that you wrote. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and they may twist it up a little bit because they know that it's theirs.
Right.
But they were still your music. They were still your music. So you had to be careful if you didn't have the ability to go to the studio and press it. Just rapping your music in front of somebody could be, could hurt you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, we really never touched on that here. We touched on like back in the day and what's going on now. But when you say that, you just kind of want to keep the music to yourself. I want to keep my music to yourself. It's personal because, you know what I mean, it's your music. And at that time, you can't do anything with it. You don't want it to get out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody to hear. Well, now we want everybody to hear because it's the internet world. But then back then, you know what I mean, you had to hold on to your stuff, keep it in them notebooks. I used to hide, and I had so many hidden notebooks. My mama found a notebook. I was 40-some years old. My mama said, I found this the other day.
It's crazy, bro.
When she moved,
It's crazy, bro. Like yesterday, I just found my hard drive, bro, from stuff from 2011 up to like 2015, bro.
Yeah.
So I understand how you feel about that one, man.
That notebook she had, that thing was full of songs.
Loaded.
And I can't even figure out, because I know how I write now. I can't even figure out the rhyme pattern or how it even went.
Yeah.
Because it was just no lines in between, no commas, no nothing, no kind of structure. It was just
bare. Yeah. But that's a lost opportunity itself because everybody know they don't write. Like,
no. They don't write. They're punching.
I can't do it.
Yeah, I can't do it. I gotta write.
It gotta make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta make sense, man.
And then the writing, the writing is, I think the writing keeps you from saving you some money when you go to the studio.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you know what I mean, you got it right there. You know what I mean? You know how it is. You done practice it. Yeah. Where they just sitting there punching in and punching out. And you know what I mean? Trying to figure it out. And it just take longer.
Yo, writing and pre-record, man. It saved me so much money. Like, I don't even have an elaborate recording studio at my house, bro. I pre-record on my iPad.
Okay.
Just so I can get an idea of, you know what I'm saying, how I want everything to go. If I don't like it, I change it. And then when I get to the studio, knock it out.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? I don't waste no time in there.
There you go.
I don't waste no time in there.
So, I mean, I've heard the other day was like, it was kind of like, I heard a lot of different songs. Like I heard you with a Southern. I heard you, New York, kicking some like just straight up lyrical. Then I heard some songs for the women. And then I heard like some stuff like they kind of doing like with the singing and stuff like that. So like, you know what I mean? Like what's your bag? What's you more comfortable with?
My bag, man. I feel like I can talk braggadocious. You know what I'm saying? I can get my Rick Ross on. It's one of my favorite rappers. I can get that on, but I think my bread and butter is more directed to the women. You know what I'm saying? More than just talking about, sex and, ass and titties and stuff like that. So I think that's my connect. But, I think just being versatile, I can really fit in wherever,
That's funny you say that because Angie P's husband is from Swansea.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin? Yeah. He be rapping some
That's my dog, man. He the one to tell you that got me into it.
Okay, he fired.
That's my dog,
yeah,
bro.
He fired,
That's
bro.
my dog. Let that boy to death, man.
Yeah, boy, he fired.
When people hear us talking, we, you know what I'm saying, we always arguing or whatever, but it's always love. It ain't no negative shit.
I told him, like, I really don't do a whole lot of features. It's not because I like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, nobody could get on the mic with me. It's more like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, I got an album. I just want to, I want to be heard. You know what I mean? It's not, but you know what I mean? I don't mind. Like this is like new album. I probably got like more features than what I ever had. But I told him, I said, man, I want to do a feature with you, bro. I gotta have something with y'all boys, man.
Make that happen, bro.
I know now that we on the same team, partners and stuff. Shit, I know we're gonna kick out some good stuff, bring the best out of me. And
ready to work, bro. Ready to work.
Yeah, man. So like, who your top 5 is?
Top 5, man. One is Wayne. That's my dog. Like I said, Ross.
Okay, let me cut you. Stop for 1 second. Have you heard the new album?
I heard it.
It's catching a lot of slack on the internet. What do you think?
Man, it is what it is.
It
man.
is.
It is what it is. Like, I mean,
I'm gonna
listen
him a pass, because Wayne. You like
Wayne.
it?
It's Wayne. It got a couple tracks.
Okay,
it got a couple tracks.
It's not what he used
to. It's not
to
Carter
doing,
35. No,
yeah.
But,
Okay,
I mean,
go ahead. I got
you. Yeah, it is what it is.
I hadn't heard it all the way through, so I don't got no opinion on
it. Yeah, I mean, it is what I say. It is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's Wayne, so
yeah.
I said Wayne Ross. I'm a Jeezy fan.
Jeezy, yeah.
I like Twista.
Twista's
with
dope.
the speed rap, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put Busta in there too.
But I haven't heard. I've heard Busta before, but I've never heard Twista before. That in the top 5, but you know what I mean. But Twista, Adrenaline Rush used to be my shit.
I think it's because I like to speed rap.
Right. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot of people would say Bone Thugs. I wasn't exposed to a lot of Bone Thugs and Harmony growing up.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Bone Thugs was good though.
I know, but I wasn't exposed to it. You know what I'm saying? Like Twista. You know, my brother used to bump that.
Oh, Twista was hard now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm a fan of what I've been exposed to, not knocking nobody else. But, you know, it's a lot of cats out there that's wrong now.
Yeah, now Twista is probably a better rapper than every rapper on Bone Thugs. But just making music, shit, Bone Thugs make some good
they got some
music,
good stuff.
bro.
They got some good stuff.
They got some good stuff, bro. And then they originators, like they brought a lot of harmonizing into the hip hop game.
Right.
Like, I mean, it was people harmonizing before them, but just not on that kind of level.
Right.
Like they was thugged out, but they was conscious. They was just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I love Bone Thugs.
Stacking that shit too, boy.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, and then they did it effortless.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like they had to, you know, it take them a year to make an album. Like they would crank them shits out. Like and them shits be sounding good.
Right.
And then they could branch off and do like the Wu-Tang and do some solo shit.
Right.
And the solo artist was good. You know, Busy was one of the shit.
Busy
was
nice.
crazy.
Busy nice.
Yeah, I like Bone Thugs, but I love Twista too. Like I said, Adrenaline Rush is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
All the time. You know, Adrenaline Rush was a good album. He started getting to the Jamie Foxx stuff, a little pop. I cared for it, but it wasn't nothing like Adrenaline Rush, boy.
Right.
Adrenaline Rush, he just killed that.
You know, you got to stay with the times too. You know what I'm saying? You got to fit in where you fit in. You know what I'm saying?
I think it hurt him.
You think so?
Twista?
Yeah.
I think when he went pop, it hurt him. I think when he was Adrenaline Rush Twista, just would do or die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just the straight ripping stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Being a core fan, I can see that. But
I think when he got on the Jamie Foxx and the other stuff that he was doing with, like, you know, the Kanye stuff with Kanye, it benefited Kanye. It just wasn't the Twista that man, Twista was just hard.
Yeah.
And then when you know that, and I just think you just gotta kind of, like in hip hop, you gotta kind of watch out for that though, because you know what I'm saying, you could lose your fan base once you start, you know what I mean, become like Ja Rule. Like Ja Rule was hard.
Ja Rule was hard.
Like hard.
Yeah,
and then he just then a little bit too much singing and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, but I like the singing rap if that is what you introduced me to.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. But whatever I thought, like if you're a versatile rapper, then I can feel it, like Future. Like, okay, you can sing, you can trap, you can do this, you can do that. Like, okay, that's what you introduced me to, so I know that's what you do. But if you got me pumping and you got me liking you for like, so like if you Jeezy and you got me trapping that 1-on-1, this right here, you know what I mean? And Third Motivation 2. And you keep coming at me like that, and you can't make a pop song.
I feel you.
Like, I'm
a creature of habit now.
Yeah, you done.
I feel you.
You done served me so much that's what my ear. Now it's rappers like, you know, what's his name? The rapper from Florida that I like, but all he does is like sing-alongs. Is what's the nigga name? Something G, not Boss G. What's that dude name? Everybody like him. I can't think of his name, but yeah, he got a lot of good stuff. Like but he from Miami. I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, but he No, not Pitbull. Fuck no. I'm talking about like a black dude with the dreads and shit. A lot of girls like him. He got he always rapping about the chicks and shit.
I know who you're talking about.
I can't think of his name.
Shit.
But he came in the game like that.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. I could look at my playlist, but I had to. That playlist that he on, it'll just take me a long time to find it.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
It's some shit. I can't think of. But yeah, he dope. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he dope. But But now, if he came out with something that was just super hard, like he was killing niggas, I'd be like, I like him for what I like him for. Yeah, I like him for what I like him for. But yeah, I think some people, you know, once they get off of what they introduce, if you gonna serve somebody, you know, a meal, you know what I mean. You know, if it's a variety of things, just keep doing a variety of things. Right. Come in the game as a variety of things, but if you come in the game as this, or you come in the game as that, then it's gonna be hard for you to switch it up.
Right. You been known for pizza, then you try to serve me chicken.
Yeah. You know, this is what you known for. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know where you get this on the menu. Like, it's not what I'm used to, but you know what I mean? But then that could be, you know, you just need to adapt as a listener, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you just don't have that kind of control to adapt to it, though. But you name your rappers and everything like that. So what do you like about Jeezy?
The rawness. I think it's just the voice. Because when it's like you get these artists and you hear their voice, they have a distinct voice. They kind of demand your attention. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just something about it. It draws you in. You know what I'm saying? Especially the delivery he has with that voice. Mm-hmm. It draws me in, man. And I just like the way he, you know what I'm saying, swag out on beats, bro. Like, and you don't be talking about, man, I ain't no dope boy. I don't know nothing about selling no dope. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm listening to him, man, I sold 30 keys already, bro.
Yeah. You know they could be just getting up and going to work, too.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like, you know.
That motivation.
Yep. Motivation.
That motivation. Yeah, he and the power that he has.
Yep.
You know, I like him. He got
it resonates. Yeah.
Yeah, so where you gonna be at 5 years from now? Where you wanna be at?
5 years from now, man, I just wanna be known, bro. I just wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want people to know that all my music is very personal. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't lie in my raps, you know what I'm saying? None of that. Like, what he puts out is, you know what I'm saying, who he is. And man, I wanna make music, man. Good music, bro.
Good music. That's what I wanna do, bro. Take me out. Let me keep making good
music. Yeah, man. Good music, bro.
Let me go out like that.
You know.
So, man, we do like a little speed round. We actually, like, I just asked you about Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? But on the little speed round that we do, you know what I'm saying, there's no drinking thing or nothing like that. It's just straight up like, you know, you pick the person or we might ask you, like, what you think about this person or that person, just general.
Okay.
So, Jeezy or T.I.?
Jeezy.
Okay. Trap music, trap or others?
Others.
Okay.
Others.
Well, you told me Timbaland was your favorite, so I'm gonna hit you with Pharrell or Swiss Beats.
I'm gonna go with Pharrell.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Pharrell.
All right. Grammys or BET Awards?
BET Awards.
Why?
It's more relatable.
More relatable.
Yeah.
We starting to get people that saying BET now.
Yeah.
I mean, we went through probably a whole year without somebody saying BET.
Yeah.
What are you doing probably about a year and a half?
I never cared about Grammys, bro. I mean, that'd be a nice accolade to have, but...
Bro, we never had nobody say BET until Shy Kelly. And then somebody else said it. And now you said the last three been BET Awards.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, but that's for the culture.
Bro, I love us, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I never really, been winning the Grammy. My take on that, and the same thing I told Shy Kelly, is like winning a Grammy would be cool. It'd probably be like one of the best things that probably ever happened to you. But you know what I'm saying? The BET is your people,
right?
Your culture, your peers. like you really, if you to get nominated for a Grammy, you really got to cross over.
Right.
Like you really got to, because them people that's on that board, they looking for the crossover. Mm-hmm. They looking for the hit. They looking for this. You know what I mean? They looking for you know what I mean? That's why Kendrick Lamar keep winning everything, is because he's good, great artist, but you can't tell me he sweep the Grammys, and there's a lot of other music out there. But you know what I'm saying? The thing about it is that they looking at sales and streams and impact, and they looking at what they would listen to. You know what I'm saying? That's just what they resonate with.
Right.
And that's why it's kind of, the Grammys is kind of crossover award. But yeah, so, and then I just got one more. What I forgot what I was going to ask you. Okay, I got it. So big show, big concert arena, or an intimate spot, like big show, 20,000. Colonial. This is what we usually have. Colonial Center, a music farm. Like music farm is like a little small venue. It's the Senate type.
That's a trick one.
Yeah.
I'd say why. Intimate, I do believe in performing. You know what I'm saying? You get you know what I'm saying, crowd interaction. That's my basis on performing. I say big arena because I ain't never did it before. I ain't never did it before. And I'd be lying if I say I ain't want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I much rather, I would like the more intimate performance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Music performance is good too. Both of them good.
Right. Yeah. I think younger, you go arena.
Yeah.
Get your money and everything. But I think as your career winds down and stuff, you want to be with your fan base.
Yeah.
You know, your core fans, where it's just you.
Yeah.
And you make it bring a couple of locals or a couple of people that's coming up, where it ain't, the big arenas, you got to bring 2 co-headliners and stuff like that. And, where you in that crowd of, a crowd of 1,000, 2,000, they know every word, they know you. Where at the arena, they may be here to see you on the show with Jeezy, Boosie, and T.I. They may be here to see one of them.
Here to see you.
Yeah, they might.
Yeah.
They probably there. They glad you on the thing, but when you get smaller, you with your fans.
Yeah.
They coming to see you. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Well, shit, we're gonna have plenty more time to talk, plenty more interviews and everything like that, and get down here to this little venue and everything, man. But it was good talking to you, chopping it up, getting to know you, your musical chops and everything, man. And you just shout out your social medias where they can find you. You know what I mean? If you got anything,
Facebook,
got anything coming.
KAYDEN KRUEGER, Instagram, KAYDEN_2_code with a K. YouTube, The Real Cadence 2112. Just like and follow, man. Hit me up.
It's a movement, man. I appreciate you stepping in, coming in,
bro.
man.
For sure,
again.
Man. For sure.
Yo, man, that's Live Oak Entertainment. This is Late Night with Sharif. And this is Carolina Royalty, and we out.
Yes, sir.